My name's Adrienne Wade. I am from Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia. This is my second visit to Neomed. I was here 2 years ago. I was bitten by a tick 7 years ago that I know of, and have been sick ever since. I was seen by a naturopath who tested with bioresonance, and she was able to detect Lyme disease. At that stage, I'd never heard of Lyme disease, so I started to research and try to find somebody to help me, but I couldn't get anybody to help me in Australia at all. And so I've never had any testing or any antibiotics. I was very fortunate that my sister and my mum knew somebody who had Lyme disease, and she had done a lot of research and found Neomed and had come to Neomed, so they encouraged me to come as well. I arrived at the end of 2017 and really had no idea what to expect, except that it was ozone and it was really my last chance, because I wasn't able to secure any help whatsoever. When I arrived at Neomed in 2017, I was in 24/7 pain, on a lot of pain medication, had severe chronic fatigue, and I had really bad neurological issues where I had lost my language, I'd lost my memory, and it was going downhill very, very fast. I'm very, very lucky to be here right now, I think. If it wasn't for Neomed, I have no doubt in my mind that I wouldn't be here talking to you now. I came the first time with my husband, and we came for 4 weeks. I wish that I had stayed longer at the time, but we didn't have the finances to support it. But we hoped that we were able to come back again. We didn't really know what we were going to get out of it at the start. We came with the idea that if we could get 10% less pain than we had at the time when we arrived, then it was a huge success. And I left here after that month, and I wasn't on any painkillers. So 4 weeks of therapy, and I didn't have any pain. That was an absolute blessing. It was just wonderful. It didn't mean that I was cured by any means, but I had a long way to go. I had a lot of damage, and it took me a long time to get sick, so it was going to take me a long time to get better. But Neomed gave me a path to follow. It gave me a whole lot of different therapies and things that I could source myself to try to get better, to give me daily protocols to follow, a diet to follow, and a path that would at least give me a chance to beat Lyme. In the middle of this year, I reached a point where I couldn't get any better than what I was, and I was very frustrated. I didn't really know. I didn't really want to stay like that anymore. I had done quite a lot of heavy metal detox, but it didn't seem to be working. And once again, I couldn't get a lot of help at home. I was trying to do it all by myself. And I needed some help and I needed some guidance. So I decided to come back. My husband didn't come this time because I'd already been before, so I knew what to expect. And the day I arrived, it was like coming home. It was fabulous. I waltzed in and everybody was very welcoming. Some of the same faces here, lots of different faces, but all with open arms. And I knew I'd done the right thing. Straight away, I asked for some testing to be done, which isn't always the norm here. but I couldn't get the testing that I needed at home. So Neomed were accommodating and helped me out. And I did actually finally get a lot of puzzle pieces that I have had missing for a very long time. Finally found them. We were able to join the dots. And here I am. I'm 6 weeks later and I'm feeling better. But I know it's not going to happen straight away for me. It takes time for these things to happen. It takes time for the ozone to work. It takes a lot of work to work on your diet and on getting rid of all the blockages that were in my liver, because that's what was stopping me from getting any better. There was no way I was able to do it on my own, and Neomed have been able to guide me and put me through therapies that have been able to help to start the clearing of my liver so that in another year or so I can start heavy metal detoxing again. And in the meantime, I've got a really clear plan of where I'm going to go, what I need to do, and how I'm going to do it. And that is worth all the money in China. So I'm extremely lucky and so glad that I came. Lyme disease or any chronic illness, no matter what it is really hard to do on your own. So having some sort of support behind you is really important, and not everybody has that. One of the great things about here at Neomed is that the support is really, really good, and not just here while you're here, but afterwards as well. If you need any questions, they will answer them. I was very fortunate to have my husband come the first time, and that was fabulous because I was so unwell, and the therapies do wear you out a lot. So having somebody there to help you with the cooking and the cleaning and the washing and all the everyday things that still need to happen even though you're here was really good. Second time round, I'm not as sick, so I'm able to cope with it myself, but it's still stressful, and I still talk to my husband every single day, sometimes more than once a day. Thank goodness for Skype. And that makes a big difference. It makes a huge difference having support, having somebody to listen to, somebody who will listen to you, and having physical contact. I've made some fantastic friends here, both last time and this time, that I've kept in contact, and they'll be with me forever. And the hugs that you get from your fellow inmates, I nearly said, but it's not, patients, is worth so much. The physical contact makes such a big difference. So if you're coming, or if you're not coming, you're having some therapy somewhere else, hug somebody, have the physical contact, talk to people, talk it out. It makes such a big difference to your mental health, and your mental health is as important as your physical health, because you can't do one without the other. When I came the first time, there were a couple of people who are here now, one of those being Mariana in the physio room. Mariana is worth her weight in gold. She is fabulous, and she has a way of being able to intuitively know what is going on. My face is like a book, I think. I walk in and she knows straight away. She say, "Why the tears? Why the tears? Why you cry?" And that just usually dissolves me, and I end up blubbering. But everybody blubbers here at some stage. That's all part and parcel of it, especially if you're going through anti-parasitic things. The staff here have a fantastic attitude. They are really able to pinpoint what is going on for you at the time, and all of us are going through different things. We've all got other things going on at home, outside of Neomed. You feel like you're in a bubble while you're here, but the things that are going on at home still do affect you. You still get information, you still receive bad news sometimes, and that can make you feel very sad. But the staff here have got a really positive attitude and have an intuitive way that they're able to pinpoint exactly what's going on and help you with whatever you need, whether it's a hug or it's a massage or it's a plug you into a machine and let you blub away in peace, or it's to give you a bit of a kick up the backside and tell you to get on with it. It doesn't matter what it is, it seems to work, and I love them for it. They're just fabulous.